everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about earwax. Earwax is medically known as cerumen, which is a natural substance produced by the glands of the ear canal. It acts as a protective barrier and traps the dust and dirt, thus preventing them to enter the eardrum. It also lubricates the ear and prevents dryness and irritation. And normally it is yellow to brown in color. Coming to the causes of earwax buildup. First one is genetic cause, where the person has a natural tendency to produce more earwax when compared to other people, hence leading to the risk of buildup. Second one is age. So the consistency of the earwax is normally waxy, but as the age increases or as the age advances, the consistency becomes harder, thus becoming difficult to get out of the ear naturally and leading to impaction. Third one is ear canal shape. Narrow or a curved ear canal makes it difficult for the earwax to come out of the ear naturally, hence leading to impaction. Fourth one is hair growth. Excessive hair growth in the ear makes it difficult for the wax to come out and hence leading to the buildup. Fifth one is foreign objects. Inserting foreign objects such as cotton swab for cleaning the ears, or maybe the ear plugs, headphones, hearing aids, or any insertion again blocks the canal and makes it difficult for the wax to come out, and also it pushes the ear wax to more deeper structures inside. Sixth one is environment. A dusty or a dirty environment increases the likelihood of deposition of debris in the ear canal, hence leading to buildup of earwax. It is commonly seen in children who have the tendency to have a narrow canal, and also they don't tend to maintain the cleanliness of the ears. Second one is older people who have harder consistency of earwax. Third one is people with narrow or a curved ear canal. Fourth one is frequent headphone or earplug users. Fifth one is people who produce excessive wax, who have a tendency to produce excessive wax when compared to others. And sixth one is people who frequently insert objects to the ear. So what are the symptoms of earwax buildup? First one is pain or discomfort in the ear. So when the wax is built up and it presses against the ear canal or eardrum, it can lead to the development of pain or discomfort. Second one is hearing loss. The wax which is built up can block the sound waves to reach the eardrum, hence leading to temporary hearing loss, or the person may not be able to hear certain frequency of sounds. Third one is tinnitus. Ringing, buzzing, or any other noise which is heard in the ear, mainly because of irritation of ear canal or eardrum. Fourth one is feeling of fullness in the ear. It occurs when the wax accumulates and blocks the ear canal. Fifth one is itching. It occurs when the wax is dry and flakes off and irritates the ear canal. Sixth one is cough. It can also induce cough reflex, especially if it impacts against the eardrum or irritates the ear canal. Eighth one is vertigo or dizziness. In severe cases, it can also lead to impairment, or it can affect the vestibular system, leading to symptoms of vertigo and dizziness. So what are the ways of prevention of developing earwax? First one is avoid inserting objects to the ear. Second one is clean your ear properly. Gently clean your ear with the washcloth regularly after bathing and avoid inserting anything into the ear. Third one is use earplugs cautiously. Don't use them very regularly and also clean them after you use. Fourth one is keep your ears dry, because moisture in the ear can lead to buildup of bacteria and fungi, thus leading to infection and inflammation. So make sure that you dry your ear after activities like swimming or bathing. Fifth one is seek medical advice. If you see that you're developing symptoms of earwax, then go to a medical professional, and they can either do ear irrigation, which is to be done by a trained professional, or they may remove the earwax manually by specialized instruments. And sixth one is regular ear checkup. This can detect the development of earwax at the early stage and can prevent from developing further complications. That's it for today's video. I hope this was useful. If it was, do share it with your friends and family, and do remember to subscribe to my channel and start your journey on being healthy. If you have any doubts or any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.